Hi guys! I made my first ever MAC foundation purchase yesterday. I know it's not my first MAC, as I may have put in the title, but it's my first MAC foundation. I've only used it once and it's kind of like a haul, this video. I'm not going to do a review yet, it's just my kind of excitement. And my first thoughts are just like, since I put it on and how I feel about it. I mean, I'm going to review it after a couple of weeks because my skin's particularly bad at the moment, so it's not really a fair trial because it is a really good coverage, but I won't really know about mattifying and things like that till I don't need as much concealer. So I bought Studio Fix Fluid. So exciting, and it came in this little box. A little box. It was so exciting, I can't even tell you. Bearing in mind, I mean, you know, this is not budget products, but I am Miss Budget Beauty because I don't have a ton of money. I don't have like what seems to be the kind of cash to spend on makeup that a lot of gurus have. And so that is why, before anyone says anything, that is why I am Miss Budget Beauty, because I am on a budget. Yeah, fair enough, I may buy some more expensive products every now and then, but the majority of the things that I own, I've either bought very, very cheaply, like on eBay and places like that, or they're budget products. And hopefully, as I start to collect some more high-end brands and some more high-end things like that, and nicer brushes and stuff like that, I will be able to show you guys what I find, what I think are the more important tools for your makeup. So, for example, I'm hoping once I've tried this that I'll be able to tell you whether or not I think it really is worth paying £19.50 for this bottle of foundation instead of paying £5 or so for a drugstore bottle of foundation, or even the £12 something that it is for the colour stay that everyone keeps talking about, or the photo finish. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to tell you, you know, these are the things that you need to spend money on and these are the things that you can buy cheaper. At the moment, I mean, I think generally eyeshadows, you can buy eyeshadow from anywhere and it wouldn't matter where you got it from. Whereas I think maybe I'm coming more into brushes and realising that it's more the tools that you use, and obviously the base. So I'm thinking perhaps I'm going to come out of this in the next few months saying, no, these are the things you need to spend money on: the foundation, your base of your makeup, and your brushes, because the rest of the makeup can be cheaper. But you know, I'm kind of off topic. It's just that I've had quite a few comments whenever I talk about anything that's like a higher end brand that this is not what my channel's supposed to be about. I never said that my channel was only going to be cheap products. I just said that I am on a budget like most people. And, you know, from looking at my hauls, there's very, very few high-end products that I actually go out and buy from a department store. It's only really ever if I've bought them from like eBay or somewhere like that, or a one-off. Like my MAC haul was literally 2 things that I bought yesterday, and that's a complete one-off. I don't just go out and buy tons and tons of MAC like some people. So the majority of the stuff that I get is very much accessible to everyone else. And you know, if you've got £20 to spend in Superdrug, you've also got £20 to spend in MAC. It's just how you want to spend that money. Generally, if it was I mean, I got like some vouchers from work, so it was kind of, I can spend them in XXXX, and because Debenhams was one of the places that I could spend them, I bought the Naked palette and the Urban Decay NYC palette last week, and this week I bought some things from MAC. So I actually haven't bought any of these things, and technically they were free. But because they were vouchers from work, blah blah blah. So anyway, enough. On the subject of the Naked palette, it's all knackered already. I've got it like all covered in rubbish. I've not even talked about MAC stuff, and it's like nearly 4 minutes into the video, so I'm kind of almost starting again here, but MAC. So Studio Fix Fluid, I went in and I asked for something in my shade because I watch other videos and people are like, well, this is the shade that I am in MAC and blah blah blah, and I thought, oh, I really want to know what my MAC shade is. It's a bit statusy. Like, I'm this. Well, I'm NW20. So if I find something that fits me perfectly, I'll be able to say, well, as a frame of reference, I'm NW20 in MAC, so this suits me, so it should suit you if you are also NW20. So I bought that. She said that this would be the best thing for oily skin. Now, I've not found straight away that it's gone matte. I said, you know, if I had to pick like a mattifying powder from MAC, or I had to pick a mattifying foundation, you know, if I could buy one or the other, which one would you suggest that I bought? And she seemed to think that the MAC Studio Fix Fluid would obviously offer a higher coverage, but also be more matte than if I wore another kind of foundation with a random matte foundation on it. I'm kind of going off on a tangent and I'm not really talking about what I want to talk about. Anyway, this is what she recommended to me. I've used it once. I bought the top, for those of you that are wondering, because normally it comes with the top like this, that screws on, and it came in a little thing, but it was like £2 or something. I just bought the little pump, which I thought was really cute, because when I bought the pump I thought, oh well, that's kind of sucky because I'm going to have to unscrew it and put it on the side, which is going to have tons and tons of foundation. It probably have to clean it out all the time, because otherwise, if I don't put the lid on, it's going to get dried out, like air's going to get in, but it doesn't because it's got a little cap. Like, how cute is that? I've never seen anything like that for a pump foundation before. That it just, like, goes back on like that. I've seen little lids that go on top when you get like the crappy foundations from Superdrug, from like drugstore ones, the cheaper ones, but I've never seen that before, so I thought that was really cute. Anyway, I've used it once. I basically just put it on with my hands, as I do with my foundation every day, blended it down, and it was a really, really nice match, so I am really, really pleased. I've never ever bought any kind of matte foundation, never even bought a higher end foundation at all, I don't think, so I've never been faced with that many colour choices. And she knew straight away what colour I was, colour matched it up. I think it might be a little bit dark, but I'll get onto that in a second because I got a darker powder. So it does seem a little bit darker, but I blended it and I've used the brush a lot to blend it out down here, and it doesn't seem so crazy now. Because before, when I first put it on, when I first put all my makeup on, it looked a bit like I had a darker face than the rest of my neck. But that does happen every now and then because I put too much makeup on. I've got no blusher on today, I've just got foundation and eye makeup. And I also bought this Select Sheer Pressed Powder. It is in NW25 because she either had NW20 or... no, she had NW25 or what would it be? NW15? The shade higher and the shade lighter than I am. And I said I'd prefer to go darker because I've got some other... what's the names? I've got some other powders I could use instead of this one if this one doesn't work out, but I'd prefer to have a too dark one for when I am a bit darker than a too light one, because I'm never going to be lighter than my actual skin tone. So yeah, I've got two dark ones, and that might be why I seemed a bit dark, because I did put quite a lot of powder on in the hope that I would look more matte. I mean, I actually don't look that shiny at all. Bearing in mind I've got lights on now, so it would seem shinier than I really am in real life, generally on camera. So I actually quite like this. I think this is quite good. If it stays like this now looks like, if I put on like Dream Matte Mousse or something, I would look like this at about maybe 11, 12 o'clock of a normal working day. So if this stays like this, I will be really impressed. If it stays like this all day, all I worry about is what if it gets shinier than this, like in an hour. But as I say, this is not a review, this is just my first thoughts, my first look at the products. And I don't really know anything yet. I've literally just put it on like an hour ago or half an hour ago. I know I've rambled, but all I really wanted to show you was the stuff that I bought. It's kind of a haul rather than a review. The stuff that I bought, and I think it's really, really cute. It just seems like, I mean, it's just a little bit of a buzz buying something from MAC for me, because I don't buy things like that all the time. It feels luxury. I really, really like this. I'll show you how it opens and everything. And it has got a mirror inside. There you are. Ah, that looks so cool. It has got a mirror inside and a little puff thing. It did have a little thing to protect this from this, but I always take those out straight away. But yeah, I think it's a decent sized powder. I think this was like £17 something. It was 10% off in Debenhams, and I think it still is over the weekend. So if you live in anywhere that's got a Debenhams, that's got a MAC counter, or Debenhams at all, also I would recommend that you get, have I got one lying around here? I'm not affiliated with these people at all. I just wanted to say, because this is amazing. One of these, this is an old one that I never actually activated, a Beauty Club card, because if they are running an event where you get 500 free points, which I've done twice this month, you get the normal points that you get, and then you get 500 free points, which is £5 off, and at the end of the month, that puts like £5 onto this card that then you can redeem against anything, and you can put it towards something. So right now I've got like £10 saved up on this just from buying stuff, and technically I haven't even bought those things because I bought them with vouchers. So definitely get one of these. If you ever shop in Debenhams for makeup and you spend more than £25, do this. And I've got to go because it's nearly 10 minutes, but comments, subscribe.